it doesn't really help because Angela is part of the new generation. I thought Angela was going to be older.
Yeah.
Older people in general go, the movies were better when I was younger. The music was better when I was younger. TV was better when I was younger.
Think about what movie.
Yeah, but if you get a kid on the line, he would argue, no, today's music is better.
No, he can't. Okay.
All I'm saying is, to me it was better, but you can't say overall that our generation had the best stuff. You just can't say it.
You ever see the movie Deep Blue Sea with Sam Jackson?
No.
Yeah.
All right, there was Deep Blue Sea, and then there was Jaws. There was Night of the Living whatever, and there was The Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
The Exorcist was in 1973.
Yeah.
And anyone who sees The Exorcist, like my girl never seen this. We watched it together, and they have a scene that they cut out The Exorcist. That's the weirdest scene ever in the history of a movie. And they cut it out the movie because it disturbed people so much. It's called The Spider Walk, where she came down backwards, and then blood came out of her mouth on her face. And it was shocking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that was some scary stuff.
It lives up to that. So what I was going to say, though, during the time, the 70s, it was a creative time, though.
Mm-hmm.
And do you see any artists? Do you see Picassos? Or do you see all those artists were all in the same area?
I could get some young people on the phone right now, and they could tell you they not only saw The Exorcist, they would give you an example of a movie that came out in the last couple of years that blows The Exorcist away.
Never
in their world
ever. And
I'm telling you, that's just how it goes.
In their world, Opie, then you should tell them it doesn't exist. There's no movie that comes out that's scarier than The Exorcist that goes into your soul. What, The Grudge? Get out of here, because the girl's crawling in the little kid, which is now becoming corny.
Yeah.
Well, now it's becoming corny.
The little kid thing is corny.
All right, but when it first when it first hit, it wasn't corny. It was like, holy crap, they updated the horror movie.
Yeah, because The Ring was scary.
Because of the little kid that was limping, it wasn't scary.
Well, that was pretty scary. That black and white picture kind of moving in creepily.
Flash.
Yeah, Flash.
But
That's
for what
scary.
they did, you know what they did to the Exorcist? Linda Blair to this day can't walk straight because they tore that little girl's back to shreds, and she was did not sue, busted up her back because they don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
That's why.
Wait. How does that story go again?
All the convulsions and stuff that they were doing messed her back up. All that flipping and people would get pneumonia because the dude William Friedkin would actually make the place as cold as it had to be.
Yeah, so the steam would come out of their mouth.
They CGI cold breath now.
Yeah.
So now you're actually in Hawaii on the beach with CGI cold breath and. Okay, The Ring comes out, and it's like, it's squiggly lines, and she's limping, and she comes out the TV.
Yeah.
But in The Exorcist, man, it was real, and you felt it. You know what? She did? That daughter? It's like, oh, man. Nothing is that scary, dude. It's love in these movies. Jaws, they had to figure out how to make the shark exist because it was broke. And what he made up was even better, was the barrels.
Yeah, that is a great story.
Nobody does that now, man.
You were supposed to see that shark throughout the whole movie, and the damn mechanical shark broke down, and they're like, oh, well, we're out here. We got the cruise. Let's figure something out. Hopefully it'll work. You're right.
We won't show it that much.
Like that,
but they didn't have that vision like it would be really scary if you didn't see the shark. They did it because they couldn't get the shark to work.
Fair enough, man.
But in the end, it now they look brilliant for doing it that way.
Yep.
But the backstory is you were supposed to see the shark through the whole movie.
Look at like E.T. How better is E.T. than Water Worlds? Like when even.
Oh my God, that's a dumb example.
No, I'm saying, and I'm gonna tell you why.
E.T. Waterworld.
Did you see E.T. that just you could see it was a puppet. You could see it was a little midget in there. But it has some soul. But like Waterworld, what I'm saying is when the aliens came out, the things you can do now almost makes movies bad. I don't like CGI. It's no.
Some people really don't.
Clash
like
of the Titans, man. Just some dude.
The claymation.
All right, listen.
I just enjoy it.
You don't like CGI, but eventually you're going to love CGI because they're figuring that out every day, too, in every movie. Like that 300 trailer we just saw.
Lord.
That was CGI'd up the you-know-what, and it looked a lot better than some of this CGI from only a year or two ago.
This sounds like I'm backpedaling, but I agree with you.
Because the computers are getting better and
But that has something to it.
Yep.
There are some CGI situations that it's love. The CGI is love there. Like somebody sits there and it's like, this is love. Well, like the dude from Lord of the Rings, the
right.
Gollum. What they did to create Gollum.
You don't like the CGI in Lord of the Rings?
No, I was going to say that has some soul. It did. They used
the guy became a character.
You know what happens though? Like when there's a new technology, probably in filmmaking in general, it's like, oh wow, this is cool, new technology, but you don't really think about it having a soul or a personality. You know what I mean? It's just cool to go, wow, we can make a million aliens and not hire all these actors. We could just do it on a computer. Cool. But then what happens? The technology, people aren't impressed with the actual technology anymore, and now you got to give it a life of its own. And that's what I think is starting to happen with like that trailer 300.
Yeah.
That's all CGI, but like you said, it has soul, it has a life, it has personality.
Look what Star Wars did when they got a hold of CGI. It's like, this is what we can do with it. And you go, oh, really? You made Jabba the Hutt move?
Who cares?
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
But
look,
if you're
there's a bunch of ships out the window behind you.
Right.
Fantastic.
But if you're living back in that time when that first hits and you're seeing it for the first time and they're little models, you didn't care because you're like, wow, this is so different. It's cool. But then you had to make.
I understand.
You had to make the models look better. You had to give them make them look more realistic, and
I'm not disagreeing with you
keeps moving
about
forward.
What it is, I'm just saying, like, of course, like, okay, this argument's almost like saying, Pac-Man is like, boy, I like Pac-Man better than I like Dead Rising, or it's amazing to watch these things. But I'm saying some of those games that you have less heart. When it has some heart, when somebody takes advantage and they go, man, I can make something really good, and they make something really good with that their situation. It's like that 300 looks it looks like somebody said, I am going to do something special.
Yeah.
But then you get...
Well, it's just showing that it's developing, the CGI. It's getting better, and people are using it more effectively.
The remake of Godzilla was horrific. Like, that new Godzilla, God. And you go, ugh. But then, like, Independence Day, where you watch it now and you see the flaws, you see how much better CGI is, but it's still good. And then move forward to, we talked about it one time when you were on the show, King Kong was just amazing. You fell for that damn ape. It was ridiculous. 10 years ago, you wouldn't feel for that ape if they did the movie 10 years ago, because it would obviously look like an overgrown robot or something. Exactly,
yeah, it would look cartoony.
Right. But now they're figuring out how to get the facial expressions in such a way, like, damn, that's a real fun. But what do they call these people now? Generation what do they call these people now? The 20-year-olds? What are they? I think I'm Generation X.
Used to be X.
You're wait a minute. You're
Generation A.
Baby boomer. Are you a baby boomer?
Tail end of the baby boomer.
You're a tail end baby boomer.
Yeah.
I'm a Generation X. You're tail end. What are you?
Me and Anna about the same age.
Tail end baby boomer.
Tail end.
So these people now, what are these things now? What are these?
We're the last of the post-war people that were screwing.
Generation YZ. I don't know. I think there's a Y in there somewhere. Who knows? Hey,
I don't know if it's ruined Kong for me or enlightened me in it, but I was watching it just last night. It was on, and that whole scene where he fights that T-Rex that is trying to kill her, and then he snaps the jaw and just boof, boof, and turns his back on her, and he's like, oof,
yeah,
and I'm thinking, and I turn to my girl and I'm like, that is exactly what Patrice said. Like, he is now saying to her, look, that's the monster. I'm not the monster here.
And he just bounces.
And then he just, throws her on his back, goes, here, come with me. I'm going to show you something. I
said, I don't need, and when I first, because I heard, what's the guy, Peter
Jackson, yeah.
When he was explaining how he couldn't edit the end of the movie because it just hurt him too much.
Yeah.
I said, oh, man. So when I finally got the DVD, I was fast-forwarding so I don't really get connected.
Don't get all connected to him.
And I'm like, I don't ever want my monsters to be this
emotional.
I don't want to care about my monsters.
I don't want to like a monster like that.
I don't want to ever.
The top of the Empire State Building, when he takes her and puts her inside, and after she, waves the planes off, And they turn because they don't want to shoot her, and Kong just knows, how this is going to end.
Yeah.
So he takes her, puts her inside, and they kind of look at each other, and it's like, no, it's over.
Yeah. Dude,
it's over, baby.
And the 33 version didn't do that. The 33 version?
Yeah.
It wasn't, in this one, it was like, I'm gonna destroy New York because I'm a scared animal.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep,
I don't want that to happen. In the 33 version, he's looking for the white woman, right. And he looks at this white woman and goes, that's not you, and he bites her face off. I need that. For him to die, he has to say, this ain't my white woman, I'm going to bite her face off. I'm going to kill everybody in sight. In
my way, right.
In my way. He didn't kill anybody. It was like he was just some scared animal. I don't need that.
How sad did he look when he's sitting there in the chains? Like in the original ones, in the 30s. The curtain went up, he's standing up, and he's all with the big stupid smile and the claymation moving and everything. In this one, they open it up, Jack Black is standing there, and Kong's just kind of going... like he's like, how the hell did I get myself into this mess?
I'm the man.
Yeah.
He was all scarred up. They explain what a great animal is. I don't need that. I don't need that.
And they crank the chains up so he stands up. And then he's like, and then he looks down, and that ain't his chick, and the flashes go, and he's just pissed.
That's why I love the movie Orca. And people hate Orca.
Oh, when Orca
I love Orca.
Jaws ripoff.
I don't care. It's just
stupid Jaws ripoff.
He got revenge.
Orca's baby flopped out all the...
He got his revenge, and he swam away. I need that in my life.
Hey, no killing. Don't hurt the monsters we care about.
Hey, let's go to...
Makes us sad, damn it.
Let's go to Patrick in East Rockaway. Patrick, what's up? What do you have for the show today?
Hey, guys. Patrice said that Linda Blair can't walk straight anymore because of The Exorcist. And that's not true. It's actually because she dated Rick James in the 80s.
Yeah.
There you go.
I saw that coming a mile away, dude.
There you go. Hey,